Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Beaudry here for another episode of State of the Art with Chris Beaudry on 95.3 FM and 1400 AM WILI. Good company, and I am in great company because the great, the powerful, the almighty J. Matt Rupar is behind the board again, controlling those faders and making sure everything sounds A-OK out in Radioland. How you doing, J. Matt?
I'm doing good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How was your 4th of July weekend, my friend?
You know, it was nice and cool in the studio. Other than that,
everywhere else in the vicinity, it was not.
When I saw you that day, you looked very warm.
Bro,
let's
I got
say that.
25,000 steps in the 95, 90. Well, I don't think it broke 95. It was maybe 93,
so.
92.
93, yeah.
It was the hottest boombox parade and a very hot America 250 event, but it still went off without a hitch. And boy, we had a lot of fun on the Shabu stage. I feel really bad for the people that didn't know about it or missed out because it was probably one of the biggest shows on the Shabu stage, other than Lefty Foster doing his presentations out there. We had the 30-foot video wall. We had the 100-member Wyndham Concert Band. They were joined by the 2025 Grammy Award winner for Best Latin Jazz Album, Zakai Curtis and his quartet. They lit that stage on fire, I'm telling you. We had a very touching, moving tribute to Bruce John, the late, great Bruce John, by Bruce John's Wyndham Troubadours. Of course, they are Patty Tuitt, Carolyn Brogzinski, Jason Altieri, and Seamus McMullen. We had a very special award, a Lifetime Achievement Award for the Willimantic Brewing Company. And we didn't even plan it like this, Matt, but check this out. So we were doing a video, kind of a montage, a collage of different floats from over the years that Willie Brew, always creative in the Boombox Parade, and always picking up the tail end of the parade, kind of wrapping it up with their big surprise of the year. This year, the surprise was steampunk.
Yep.
I loved it. Everybody was dressed to the nines in their steampunk garb. And when we were making that presentation on the 30-foot video wall on the Shabu stage, they happened to just drive in at the perfect time.
Oh, yeah.
We turned the cameras around on them, and we projected it up on the video wall. It was just amazing. It was perfect. Ronnie, Tara, the whole team. Chris was there. Leslie was there. There's so many names. There probably, I would say, 8, 9 people joined us on stage to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award. It was a great trophy presented by the America 250 Committee. And boy, they deserve it. It's been 20-some-odd years of float entries by Willie Brew, and then 29 years, almost 30 years in business for David Wallner and his team over there. They are a treasure, so we were glad to honor them. And the party went from 1:30 right until about 3 o'clock. We had DJ Keith C. Rice of WILI and I-98 open up the event. He introduced the president of Eastern Connecticut State University, Dr. Karim Ismaili, who had a riveting, really on-point speech about just the direction of humanity, the direction of democracy, what it all means, why we were there to celebrate the day, 250th birthday of the U.S. And then Dr. Ismaili introduced me, and I took it from there and emceed the event. It was very fun. It was very hot on that stage, but Zakai and his crew, Catherine Namasic, director of the Wyndham Concert Band, just knocked it out of the park. They had this one presentation, 4 singers came on stage, 4 or 5 maybe, and they had one where they had a narration set to the music. They also provided the musical backdrop for the recitation of the preamble of the Declaration of Independence as read by local Wyndham youth. Big congratulations to those local youth who put together that presentation basically on their own with the guidance of Jay Highland over at Project Emo, but so spectacular. We have the multi-angle camera footage of the entire day, the entire event, I should say, and we are going to be uploading that and editing that with the professional board mix from the audio. So if you were unable to attend with us, you will be able to watch it in hindsight. And, we're not going to do this for another 250 years. So it was a really momentous occasion. Thanks to everybody who made it possible, all the volunteers, all the contractors, all of the musicians, all of the sound crew, all of the AV crew, Will Darney, Bruce Quito, Jay Highland in the little mini camper that I had parked out there. They had like 10 screens in that camper, and they were moving the camera angles. They were queuing different video assets, overlays, name tags. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into producing a live TV show, basically, like what we did on July 4th after the Boombox Parade. So now we're moving on to the next thing, though. The float competition is going to be announcing its winners this Friday on Wayne Norman in the morning here on WILI 95.3 and 1400 AM.
Is Keith in that day, or is it Wayne? Do you know? It's
Wayne. It's
okay.
Wayne. Yeah, definitely Wayne. Yep, Wayne is super excited. He's over the moon about it. We're going to have, I believe, Bev York will be joining, and I think Wayne is going to ask Colin Rice. If you don't know that, Colin, and you're listening, you're going to be asked by Wayne to join us as well as one of the celebrity judges. We had celebrity judges on Main Street. The viewing stand is still up, but that's going to be taken down tomorrow. So if you pass by and you're wondering what that thing with the America 250 shield is on it, that's what that was for. They were watching all the floats go by. And in fact, the entire parade, all floats, the entire, what was it, an hour and 40-something odd minutes, is now on the WILI YouTube channel uploaded.
Sir.
So if you want to revisit it.
Did you put that up there?
I did. I put that up there. Yes, sir. No, it just magically appeared, Matt. No, I'm kidding.
Either you or Keith. So
yeah, right.
You.
Yeah. So we had a camera for the sake of the judges, so they'd be able to go back and deliberate and see all of the entries. But they had a hard time because there were so many creative floats. It was really amazing.
I can imagine.
So, shout out to the judges for all their work. Shout out to Sierra Ings, who's an employee over at Horizons, but was also my intern at Willimantic Renaissance. But she actually oversaw the judges' table, and then she helped me identify the timestamps of where the winning floats are, which is no small feat because you have to comb through literally 120 minutes of footage to find these things. So big shout out to Sierra. We love you. Thanks to everybody again. It was a great event. You'll see the video probably in the next month or so. We have a lot of footage to come through, 4 cameras recording 90 minutes each. So that was great. Now we are moving on to this week. Tomorrow, it looks like the rain is starting to break now, but man, I love it. It was hot. It cooled it down outside, and I also didn't have to water in the fertilizer in my garden. So I just spread it out on, Sunday evening, and then, let nature take its course. And now my cucumbers are over the top, dude. Do you like pickles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you a couple jars, man.
Ooh.
I have 40 cucumber plants.
Holy crap!
40, and they're yielding like 5 cucumbers each,
nice, dude,
at a time.
Wow.
So I have bushels of cucumbers. But yeah, I love gardening. So maybe I'll start another show or join. When is the garden talk?
Garden talk Wednesdays at 4 p.m.
Wednesday. I gotta just ambush them one day and talk their ear off about my garden.
They'd love it. I'm pretty sure.
Man, it was my pandemic respite. It got me through the pandemic, and now I have a massive garden. But anyway, I want to tell you what's next in Willimantic tomorrow. On Wednesday, July 8th, there is another installment of the Rose and Leo Pajot Trust Summer Concert Series. That's a mouthful, but this one is worth it, folks. This is the Professors of Sweet, Sweet Music. In fact, Earl and Craig from the Professors are going to join me on the second half of the show here in studio live. But the Professors of Sweet, Sweet Music, a.k.a. Possum, P-O-S-S-M, are one of the most popular bands in Connecticut, if not the most popular band in Connecticut. They're so popular that they created their own music festival in Hartford, Connecticut called the Heartbeat Music Festival. That was 3-4 years ago, I'd say, maybe 5. But this year, it's kind of morphed into something even bigger now. They've joined forces with the Connecticut Food Truck, or the Hartford Food Truck Fest. Connecticut, maybe Hartford, I'm not sure, but a giant food truck fest. And they've created the Heart Beats and Eats Festival. It's going to be 3 days of music. I believe it's this month coming up. So definitely check online for that. But in the interim, they're going to be appearing here in Willimantic, the Professors of Sweet, Sweet Music. So they are a fun band. I could describe their music, but I think I'll just play some instead. But first, I want to give you the details. So Wednesday, July 8th, it is a free, family-friendly, fun concert co-sponsored by Willimantic Renaissance, Inc., the Northeastern Connecticut Chamber of Commerce, and, of course, your very own Wyndham Recreation Department. Big shout-out to Debbie Fisk and her team. They put out all kinds of fun games. They had the basketball, kind of arcade basketball game last time. They have, like, lawn darts. They have bubble machine. They have all kinds of things for the kids. It's free right on Gilson Park at the Shabu stage, 6 to 8 p.m. It's BYO food. There's no alcohol permitted, but bring your own picnic. Bring a picnic blanket, bring an umbrella, bring a beach chair, bring your sunscreen, because tomorrow is going to be sunny. The rain's going to part, and it's going to be a great day for a concert, 6 to 8 p.m. with the Professors of Sweet, Sweet Music. So let's check them out. I'm going to play a few, actually, songs by the Professors until they arrive here in studio for the latter half of the show. But let's start with this one. This is called, what is it called? It's called Wait and Wonder, and the official music video. You can find all of their music videos on YouTube. Let's hear Wait and Wonder by the Professors of Sweet, Sweet Music, appearing on the Shabu stage tomorrow, July 8th, 6 to 8 p.m. And that was the Professors of Sweet Sweet Music with Wait and Wonder. The official music video can be found on YouTube. They're going to be playing in Willimantic, a free show tomorrow night, Wednesday, July 8th, from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Shaboo stage at Gilson Park. It is a very, very family-friendly event, but it is a bring your own chairs, bring your own picnic, bring your own picnic blanket. Enjoy free games provided by Windham Recreation Department, Debbie Fisk and her team. It's co-sponsored by the Northeastern Chamber of Commerce, the Windham Rec Department, and Willimantic Renaissance, Inc., the organization that brings you Third Thursday Street Fest. We're going to play another selection by the Professors. The first selection, Wait and Wonder, was one of their earlier recordings that came out about 4 years ago. I believe it was their debut album. But now we're going to listen to something a little more recent. This came out 2 years ago. They recently acquired, not very recently, but somewhat recently acquired a new lead singer in Alyssa Velasquez. If you've heard Alyssa around town, you know how wildly talented she is. She was a big part of the Make Music Day festivities here on June 21st, I believe it was. Yeah, Sunday, June 21st in Willimantic. I'm not sure if she was in the band for this video, but we're definitely going to find something with her in it. But this next one is called Her. Again, the official music video can be found on YouTube. The Professors of Sweet Sweet Music, live in Willimantic, Wednesday, July 8th, 6 to 8 p.m. on the Shaboo stage. And that was the Professors of Sweet Sweet Music with Her, the official music video found on YouTube. They'll be playing a free show tomorrow evening, ladies and gentlemen, at the Shaboo stage at Gilson Park from 6 to 8 p.m. That is Wednesday, July 8th again. It is a free event for the community as a part of the Rose and Leo Pajot Summer Concert Series. So make sure you get out, bring the family out. Tons of family-friendly activities provided by Wyndham Recreation Department. This is a co-sponsored event by Wyndham Rec, by the Northeastern Chamber of Commerce, and by the Willimantic Renaissance Group, the group that presents you Willimantic Third Thursday Street Fest. Funding provided by the Rose and Leo J. Pajot Trust. So we're going to play one more. By the way, that guitar solo was ripping, wouldn't you say, Matt? Yeah?
Oh, yeah, dude, that was good.
I mean, yeah, these guys are uber professional. I mean, they started their own darn music festival in Hartford. I mean, you gotta have some clout to be able to do something like that.
Sir.
That was Craig Huntington on the guitar. He's going to be one of the two joining us in studio after the commercial break with his counterpart, Earl Henrichon, who was actually my high school gym teacher, believe it or not.
Oh, cool.
Earl just celebrated a milestone birthday. We're going to wish him a happy birthday when he comes into the studio, too. So I want to play a very interesting song that's going to lead us into the break. It is a collaborative tune of a cover of the Beatles' Come Together with the Possum, the Professors of Sweet Sweet Music, featuring the great guitarist and vocalist Jake Kulak. I mean, this kid's a legend around here. So this is live from Arch Street Tavern in Hartford, Connecticut. It was uploaded about 2 years ago, so I'm assuming it happened around that time. But again, a reminder, tomorrow's show at the Shaboo stage at Gilson Park is free. It is the Professors of Sweet Sweet Music from 6 to 8 p.m. Wednesday, July 8th. Join us, bring the family. Here's Come Together, Jake Kulak and the Professors of Sweet Sweet Music. There we go.
Yeah, let's go, Jake. We've never done this, we're just gonna do it. And Jake is a goddamn rock star, so we're happy to have him up
Hey, we're back. State of the Art with Chris Beaudry here on 95.3 FM, 1400 AM. And as promised, my two guests are here in the studio, and boy, are we excited because
We made it.
24 hours from now, we are going to be in sunshine on the Shaboo stage at Gilson Park with a free concert with your band. We have Craig Huntington and Earl Henrichon, who just celebrated a big birthday milestone. Craig, let's sing to him. Happy birthday to Earl. Happy birthday to Earl.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday, dear Earl. 50 years old, ladies and
I'm an
gentlemen.
old man. Thanks for
Happy
putting that on me.
birthday to Earl. Hey,
Thank
man.
you. You missed it. Thank you.
Yeah,
You
all
made it,
right.
brother.
I did. I made it.
That's super exciting.
This is
though.
why the whole country was celebrating.
Yeah,
Earl
yeah.
50. not-
Are you at a 4th of July, baby?
I'm a 4th of July,
Bicentennial.
1976. So,
Oh, my God. That's
Believe
insane.
it?
Yeah, I am America.
That's
You,
right.
you embody
And
everything.
this morning I had to do a stress test with the guy. So, Craig, you missed this. But the shaved part of my chest.
We are doing video, Earl. This is going on YouTube.
Sorry about my nipples. Romantic.
I've never been known to apologize
Fair
for
enough.
those.
Yeah.
Actually,
I have some cut-off T-shirts that are not cut off well, Chris.
So this is true to form of how much fun you guys actually have on stage. Talk about
pretty much,
you got pretty robust season coming up with the Possum, the Professors of Sweet Sweet Music, and this is just a shot in the bucket here. One of many concerts. What's been going on?
No way.
Give
This
us
is going to
news.
be our
this is
most
great.
favorite.
Oh,
this
good.
is all the
Very
only thing that
excited.
matters.
Well, second to the River Room performance on Make
Yes,
Music
that
Day,
was
of
a lot of
course.
so
fun.
awesome.
It
by
really
the way.
was.
That was a great vibe.
It was like the
Yeah.
best we've ever sounded.
Yeah, Craig, can we give
sound-wise. That was
Chris some
amazing.
credit about
Absolutely.
River
Oh,
Room
man.
and
That
everything he's
space
doing
is
out here?
incredible.
I'm blushing. You'll see it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tomorrow you're bringing who's in the band besides you two gentlemen? Why don't you name off the roll call instruments? Talk about a little bit about your repertoire. Just talk about the band.
Yeah. So we are the professors. I heard you mention that I actually your PE teacher?
Yes, you
Did
were.
I taught you?
Yeah, you actually were.
Yeah. All right.
Earl was
That's
my
a long
PE
time
I'm
ago.
still in decent
yeah,
shape,
you
so
look
my
great.
lessons have
you
been
look
retained.
great. Yeah. So yeah, Chris. First, we just want to thank you for bringing us out here for the show and for everything that you're doing out in this area. The Street Fest stuff, the 250 stuff that you did, the River Room stuff. I mean, you are a beast.
Oh,
you are a
thanks.
beast,
Yeah.
and so we appreciate it. So yeah. We've been around now for a little bit, and we've put out some music, which we're really fortunate to be able to have recorded stuff and put it out, and that won us some awards. And then you mentioned the Heartbeat Music Festival, which this year is going to be Heartbeats and Eats because it's combined with a
What
a
are
food
the
truck
dates
fest.
for that?
July 16th through 18th.
Nice.
Genres out in our area. We have a lot of great music.
How many
It'll be
food trucks?
great. A ton. I mean, the whole place is packed, upper level and lower level with all local food trucks. It's amazing. So we're psyched about that. Plus, we had a bunch of Heartbeat pre-shows that happened around different places in the state. So there's probably 60 or 70 musical acts that are performing.
So
as
it's a
part of that.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Nice.
yeah. And then there's also going to be in the morning sort of time when there's not live music, there'll be DJs and stuff like that going too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's also a Jimmy Buffett cover band that's playing as
Okay.
part of this because this is an original music festival.
Right.
But now that we're combining with the Food Truck Fest, there'll be some other stuff going on. So,
So
changes in
they
latitudes.
They came with some music of their own. Or like, did they have music?
No,
at the Food
they're
Truck
just
Fest?
doing straight. Yeah, so the Food Truck Fest did stuff like this, so we sort of morphed it. together.
How did the combination of the two events come to fruition?
Yeah,
Or
well,
become an idea?
we can thank Donald Trump for taking all the money away from the nonprofits. Shout out Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So WILI. Yeah. So they didn't really have any funds anymore to run Heartbeat Music Festival. So we met and they were like, we want to continue with the mission of
Yeah.
of Heartbeat Music Fest. And so they were like, either we don't do it or we figure something else out. And the something else out was let's combine it with the Food Truck Fest and keep it going. So we are incredibly thankful to Riverfront Recapture for continuing with that.
So was the Food Truck Fest a project of Riverfront?
Yes,
as
they
well
did.
as
They did
Heartbeat?
that
Okay.
separately. So Heartbeat was its
Got
own
you.
event, and the
Oh,
Food Truck
gotcha.
Fest was its
Okay.
own event, and now we're morphing it together. And,
I think that's actually going to amount to
Yeah.
a really
I
cool
totally agree.
thing.
Larger
I mean,
totally agree.
Yeah.
Isn't there like Comic-Con or something?
Yeah,
too going on?
Connecticut is happening.
Connecticut.
So there'll be
yeah.
like
It's all right
thousands of people dressed up in crazy
I can't
outfits
wait.
coming around. It's going to be really fun.
Nice.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. So
Maybe
that
I'll
was
get dressed
not even
up
the
when we
question.
play. That'd be-
Yeah. I'm not going to say what I was about to
Yeah,
say.
it's probably smart.
Yeah.
So wait, Connecticut, that's not like a Comic-Con. That's just a
Is it?
convention about Connecticut, isn't it?
No, okay, so
Isn't it
then
like a
maybe
tourism,
I'm missing.
like,
Whatever this is going to be is people dressed up as like anime.
Comics. Oh, okay. So it is an
So it's
actual.
like,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Connecticut.
And they're there for like to
So
celebrate
maybe I'm
Connecticut.
Right.
saying it.
Yeah, no.
That's you just put your finger on something that doesn't exist.
I know.
Done. That'll be our next
That's right.
fest.
Yeah.
I didn't answer your question.
No, I
So
was
there
just
are
thinking
people in the
about that,
band,
Earl.
Yeah.
and we are looking forward to coming tomorrow. Alyssa, our singer, just told us 2 hours ago she will not be there.
Oh, bummer, because
tomorrow.
I was
So,
just speaking her graces.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to come sing with us on stage tomorrow, my mom asked if she could jump on stage. Maybe she'll be up there.
It is a family affair kind of concert.
Yep.
So why
For
the
sure.
heck not?
All right, Mom, if you're listening, jump up there. We'll do that. So I'm Earl, and I sing and I play rhythm guitar. And Craig Huntington is our lead guitar player, former teacher of the year at Porter Middle School.
Wow, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
That's
so
all right.
not
What
just a
subject?
handsome face.
Social studies.
Social studies,
7th and
all
8th
right.
grade.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, Earl.
you're welcome. That monotone. How could you not want to sit through
Yeah.
class with that?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's Calvin Linderman is actually our new bass player. Brian Verdone.
He was at the River Room,
Yeah,
Calvin? He sounded
He's
good. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
He's a music teacher
Super
at
great guy,
Crec
too.
Performing Arts School in Hartford, and a great dude. So we're really lucky to have him. Our drummer Ben is actually gone, and so David Kapleski, you know David
Yeah,
Kapleski,
yeah.
he's sitting in on drums tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic,
And so
yeah.
he's the one who taught me how to play guitar when he was a student at EO, and he's
Fireman David now, right?
Fireman David
Yep.
Kapleski.
Yeah.
Yep.
For the Mansfield Fire Department.
Does a lot of awesome stuff at EO Smith. He runs an Explorers program for the kids. Where he
Didn't he do a drum line too?
Yeah,
does
that
drum line
thing
there
is
too.
doing
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
He's taking that great
Now,
places.
I think there was an offshoot, or maybe they were related, maybe they weren't related, but there's a drum line called Ghost Notes that we hire at the Street Fest pretty frequently, and I think there's a tie with David in there
There
somewhere.
might be.
You know,
There might be. He's been doing drumline stuff for a while,
Yep.
and now he's taken on the EO drumline,
Yeah.
and we even brought them into our school for like a pep rally, and they were phenomenal.
Now, that's a thing where like performing touring bands do back up with the drum line. Have you guys considered that for the Possum, doing a song with a drum line
Dave,
behind you?
you want to bring your people tomorrow?
I think that.
Get 'em
I
out
mean,
there.
maybe not tomorrow, but like
No,
that would be
tomorrow. Chris meant tomorrow.
That-
yeah,
Actually, you know what that reminded me
good-
of?
good
When
idea.
I don't know if you remember this. This might be my age, but when Radiohead did that on the Grammys, they did 15 step with like a drum.
Oh wow, yeah,
that
no,
was amazing.
Yeah,
So I could see where that would be a thing.
yeah.
I like it.
15 step was actually in 15/8 time, wasn't it?
It might have been.
I think so. It was,
Probably.
Tom York is ridiculous.
yes,
I love
yes.
Tom York. Yeah.
We didn't mention David Counterman, who plays keys and synth, and our beep boop bop guy is
That-
what we call
that
him.
And does a lot
Beep,
of
boop,
the
bop.
sound
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
when
he
we
He was
play
great.
on.
Yeah, he had a lot of samples at the River Room
Yes.
for Make Music Day, and then we set up his keyboard and he played the piano, at the same time. That
Yeah,
was a really
dude,
cool.
he sounded awesome
He-
on
he
that.
did.
That was
Talented.
like one of my favorite parts about playing it. Just like because you don't really have the opportunity to play a piano.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And he sounded great on that.
Shout
I
out to
think it
David
was-
Lefty Foster, bought us that with the
Oh, nice.
the Lester and Phyllis Foster Foundation funds.
Wow.
We opened
All
the
All right.
room. Yeah,
It is honestly, that was a sound that we've never had, and it sounded awesome.
And there's
We all left
video
there,
proof on Facebook.
Yeah, there
I
is.
think,
Oh,
yeah,
no
there
kidding.
is.
Kasha, and,
Yeah,
and we
Dave
got some
playing
good
piano.
video.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe we should let's roll that piano up on stage tomorrow as well. Wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Done.
right. Can
No
you
problem.
imagine?
Done.
Yeah.
I was actually just listening to a music podcast on the way here. They were talking about one of the Velvet Underground founders when he was like at the Tanglewood Institute. He wanted to take all of their 80 pianos and put them in a boat, put them out on a lake, and have each person hit one note while the boat
that
sank
John
into
Cale?
the. Yeah, it was. Yes, I think that's who it was actually.
Who?
Yeah,
John Cale.
Yeah, So it's
One of the
wild,
guys.
wild.
One of the
Yeah.
guys from Velvet Underground. He plays a lot of. He did like violin and stuff like that. I don't think he
Yep,
stuck
that was
around
him.
for too long, but
That was him.
does
You
stuff
just ruined
with
the
Brian
story for me,
Eno
Craig. I
and,
haven't gotten to
okay.
the end.
you know,
Yeah.
kind of more left of center art
Yeah.
rock kind of a
Art
guy.
stuff. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Sorry,
wild.
sorry, Earl.
Yeah.
Did it ever
yeah,
happen?
I'm not going to listen
did
to the
the
rest.
piano barge
No,
happen?
they did. They decided to not go with that, and so he
those
took
are-
an axe to a piano instead.
Those are typically the things that get funding from the NEA and stuff. You know, like
Apparently,
the-
they only
the
had 80
crazy,
pianos in the
ridiculous things. You
in
know?
the institute.
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah. So, talk about your repertoire. Talk about your songs. You have a lot of originals. We showed before the break. We played a cover of a Beatles song there with Jake Kulak. So
Yeah,
you also
Jake.
dabble in covers. But what can people expect musically from y'all tomorrow?
Let's Craig. Why don't you take this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
There you go. I don't
We
know.
try. Thanks, Earl.
There's a good answer.
No, that's a rough question to ask, right? It's like a loaded question. Like, what kind of music do you guys play? I'm like, I don't know. So, I mean, I think anybody who's a fan of just like, pop, indie, sort of rock would find something to enjoy in our originals. They kind of vary to a certain extent. That the type of music that we play varies. We have a few songs that, might sound like, as Earl liked to say, 90s teenage angst, or we have some that sound like Disney, as some other people have said. So,
Thanks, Jeremy.
Get a theme on
So
Degrassi
sort of like
there.
Paul Simon-esque, but with Disney undercurrent. Which adds a really fun song to
It's
play.
another
It's
song
called
everyone wants
Perfect.
to hear. I brought a song to the band, and Jared's like, "This is a Disney song."
How many originals in the book?
Oh, I don't know, Earl. What would
Wow.
you say? Like 15 or so, maybe?
Yeah, I would say.
That's
So
it?
we're playing 2 hours tomorrow, right? So I would say.
Oh no, not at the performance.
Like
I'm saying
total.
your overall total,
Oh.
your book.
More
yeah.
than 15, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I would say we probably got 20 or 30, but out online maybe there's
I don't know.
maybe close to 20
You have
out. but
two
we've got-
studio albums now. Or?
We have a studio album and a bunch of
Then a
singles.
handful of singles that
We
we've
recorded
released over the
live.
last few years.
Yeah, we recorded live at Parkville Sounds, and some of those are coming out
That's
slowly.
really cool. Yeah.
And so we'll have another probably 8 songs or so coming
Yeah.
out over the next handful of months.
When you did that, did they record with a live studio audience, or did you do just studio
No, it was
recording?
just that one was just live in studio. Like
Yeah.
we played as a live band, and then minimal kind of like overdubs when we were able to do it. So, which was great, but then that also creates its own set of limitations,
Yeah, right.
in terms of if we want to go back and polish certain things, we're not playing to a click, we're not, you know what I mean? So there's that, but it was a fantastic experience,
Yeah. What's the owner's name?
Go ahead, Earl.
Oh, Stephen Cusano.
Yeah, they're really
Stephen
great
and
business
Jill
people.
are-
They're doing amazing stuff.
They're
there.
awesome, and they're really great Hartford people. They were right there at the beginning of the Heartbeat Music Festival, coming and volunteering their time,
Nice.
showing people how to play the drums. And so, Stephen and I
They have a
talked throughout the
performance
years.
space there too, where they will have
Yeah.
Yeah.
performances.
Right.
and it
Yeah,
just
Charmaine
sounds
Tripp just did an
beautifully.
awesome. That's what you were asking.
Right,
Was it
the
one of
in
those?
studio,
No,
yeah.
we were just there to record, and we decided to try it live.
Yeah.
Which had some high moments and some
Yeah,
not
for sure.
great moments.
But that's
So,
what you got to go into
yeah.
that with that mindset. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's a different kind of energy, which was what we were going for,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we, honestly, that's playing live is what we do and
Yeah.
what we're best at, probably. So try to translate that energy that we have.
Exactly, and I want to remind folks who we're talking to, and what we're talking about. We're talking with two of the members of the Professors of Sweet Sweet Music, who will be performing a free concert tomorrow night, Wednesday, July 8th, from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Shaboo stage at Gilson Park. It is a production of the Rose and Leo Pajot Trust Summer Concert Series, co-produced by the Northeastern Chamber of Commerce, the Wyndham Rec Department, and Willimantic Renaissance, the organization that brings you Third Thursday Street Fest. We're talking to Earl Henrichon and Craig Huntington, who before the break laid a ripping solo on his lead guitar. How long have you guys, so the members have changed, but you guys have been core members since the beginning, you two?
Actually, just him. But
you.
it goes way back because when I
We had short hair.
yeah, but out of the blue, I don't know, like probably close to 13 years ago
13,
now.
wow.
I guess get this email. So I teach at Horse Porter School. Earl teaches at E.O. Smith.
Mm-hmm,
So our school kind of feeds 8th graders to E.O.
Mm-hmm.
And I get this email out of the blue from this guy. I don't know who he is. He's like, I don't know who you are, but do you want to play with us at this restaurant in Coventry? So, and I had a buddy that
Bidwell?
no, it was the other one, Lakeview.
Oh, Lakeview.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
That's right. Like-
And I had this buddy that I had been playing music with for a while, but we just would get together and we were, if I could say, if we were closest to we were kind of like Ween. We were just like two guys making weird music in the
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's put something together. And then we did. And then we would play shows with the Possum. And then I started jamming a little bit with Possum more and more. And, and it just kind of translated me into sticking around a little bit, which has been very fruitful for, I think, definitely for myself, because as a kid playing guitar, you're like, what's the dream? I want to get up on stage and
Right.
play for people, and this has afforded me that opportunity to do it. And Earl's always super enthusiastic about everything having to do with the band, especially if you're bringing music that he at least likes. So then he's enthusiastic
Well, that's what this is
about
about, right?
Right?
Music
So-
that I like.
But it's been so, yeah, we've been playing off and on for over a decade now, which is kind of weird to think about.
Wow. So we got a little window into kind of your backstory, your origin story with Earl.
That's true.
I remember when you were picking up the guitar, maybe for the first time. I was substitute teaching at E.O. Smith.
That's
This is
right.
probably 17 years
I know
ago.
where you're going with this.
And then you started, getting really serious, really fast, and you would play at all your lunch breaks. You would play it all. I remember this vividly, and especially when I would substitute for PE. I was like, man, this guy's really into this. And look where it's gotten you, man. Like, talk about your. Did you start guitar in your? What would that be? 30s?
Yeah, 30s. Yeah, when Dave was showing me, I mean, this is what I do. I get interested in something, and then I get, I get into it for a while.
Go all the way with it. Yeah, why not?
I now have a band. And
That's how I do things, man. Yeah, don't think, just do. Don't
so
think.
So really, all of this came from, So Dave started showing me the guitar, and I started trying to figure out what that would look like, and then. Quickly became interested in not just trying to play other people's songs, but like, what would it be like if I wrote my own song and forced people to like listen to this?
Yeah, right.
And I was at home playing, and my wife Jane, this is really all her fault. I was playing and I was trying to sing. And I was like, "What is this? Does it sound okay?" And she was like, "Well, it doesn't sound terrible." She's like, "You'll never be the lead singer of a band." She's like, "But it's not awful."
Challenge accepted.
That was the end of that.
In business, they say disregard the 1-star reviews on Google because those people have a bone to pick. Disregard the 5-star reviews because those people are your friends. The 3-star reviews are the honest reviews, and you got a glowing 3-star review.
We're the 3-star band.
This is the ultimate. We are the ultimate 3-star band.
No.
Come on, see us tomorrow.
No, 4.3 at least,
Yes.
guys. Come on, jeez, come on, let's go.
Only because Craig put some 5s in there.
Yeah.
Well, so you asked us
that's true.
before about, we play a lot of original music, but we also do some covers, especially in the longer sets at a show like tomorrow where everybody's just coming out to have fun. And so we'll do everything from like Bill Withers and the Beatles to like Weezer and Blackstreet and all. Like we go
Cure.
everywhere. Yeah, The Cure. So our covers are going to go all over the place.
It's a reflection of the our interests musically
Yeah.
because we're all kind of
All over the place.
divergent. You know what I mean? Which is great. Which one of the things that makes being this band great.
Yeah, that brings unique perspectives, and then you get this unique amalgamation of different styles, and you get a unique band. And I consider you guys a really unique band. I mean,
Appreciate it.
And it shows in your following. Not only the music is solid, it is a 4.3. I'm telling you, if I had to rate it.
4.3.
But
All right.
your
That's
following,
high praise.
The name of our next album.
that's musically, energy-wise, you guys are a 5 point. You're a 10. I mean, on a scale of 5. Like the energy, and I mean, you've played many a Town Green. You've played obviously in Hartford a whole bunch at the Yard Goats. What is it, Dunkin' Donuts party, or whatever it is.
Yeah, that was fun.
In the parade there in Hartford and everything. I
Yep.
mean, you guys are making waves. Like, so how are
Ripples,
you?
but
No, you're waves, man. Isn't there a song about a wave or something?
yeah, Tidal Wave.
Tidal wave. Yeah.
yeah.
So
That guy isn't even in the band
it's not
anymore.
called Tidal Ripple. Let's
Because
go,
he
man.
called
Yeah.
my song Disney song.
That's right.
We love you, Jeremy.
So
Yeah,
talk
he is,
talk
man.
about the momentum that you've built. Like, I mean, it's obviously a slow boiled game. You got to meet people, you got to network with people, but you seem to be making all the right moves. You were just talking with the Hartford Current today.
Yeah.
Like, talk about that whole process.
I think, I mean, this is just, I guess I would call it like a life philosophy. So, I mean, Craig and I are educators, and we do this for fun, like just as a way to be creative and have some fun, right? And so I think we're bringing that vibe to all of this. It isn't about like we need to headline a show, or
Right.
this is like
Right.
we want to have fun with fun people and develop relationships. And I think that philosophy of just like developing relationships with people, and like someone does something for us, and then we try to do something cool. Like it's just we've kept that at the forefront of a lot of this, and I think that's just led to a lot of cool opportunity.
Well, and I want to say too, it's kind of like talking about Earl. Just like he's like, I want to play guitar, I can do that. Well, that's kind of his behind the scenes mentality too. It's like, hey, how do we play on that stage down there on the riverfront? I want to do that, and making the things happen. He's doing a lot of legwork behind the scenes to make these connections, and he did a lot of that early on, and those things have also been fruitful and have put us in positions to do a lot of the things that we're able to do as a result.
So we haven't mentioned the socials and the website. Why don't you guys do a shout out of that? But before we do that, again, a free concert tomorrow, Wednesday, July 8th, with the Professors of Sweet Sweet Music, aka the Possum, POSSM. They are Connecticut's band, I would say. I mean, you guys are you're the face
Sorry,
of Connecticut, right? Connecticon. They should have you as their mascot. You got a great mascot with the Make Music Day.
Oh my God,
logo.
Jason
They did a
Highland.
Fantastic job.
Right?
That's amazing.
That's we're gonna put that on T-shirts and stickers for sure. If
And
we could have got our crap together, we would have done it for tomorrow.
When they come out for sale, give the people your social handles and your website real quick.
Yeah. So at the Possum, POSSM on Instagram, and do a bunch of stuff. At the Professors of Sweet Sweet Music /Possum on Facebook. We're no longer on Twitter or whatever that's called now, but we are on YouTube. You can check out our stuff on YouTube.
We're also on the internet.
We're on the internet, the interwebs. Check us out on the interwebs.
Just subscribe.
Nice.
Guys, we got
Jeez.
a couple minutes left here. What song would you like to hear to send us off? And while we're searching for it, I'm going to tell people again tomorrow, July 8th, Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m. on the Shaboo stage, the Possum, free family-friendly concert. Come and see them. It's totally worth it. What song you want to hear, guys?
You're the man. Craig, what song you want to hear?
Do you want to do Only Forever?
Only Forever?
Only Forever. Let's go. Craig, should we tell Chris to bring a saxophone tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring your saxophone
All right,
tomorrow, Chris.
I might have to make an
Everybody
appearance.
Wilmanic, peer pressure on Chris to play a song with us tomorrow.
All right, thanks to Earl. Thanks to Craig for joining us in studio.
You're a professional.
And thanks to you in advance for joining us tomorrow on Wednesday, July 8th for the Possum live at the Shaboo stage from 6 to 8 p.m. here in Willimantic. We're going to send you off with Only Forever by the Possum. Their official lyric video can be found on YouTube. Check them out. It's worth it.